They've been waiting for you. Taking control of this fort will bring peace between your tribes. The scouts have reported activity nearby that's worth looking into before you enter the fort. They've managed to roll a bang ball against the fort, and the plan is to detonate it. However, you need an inextinguishable torch to do that from a distance. Figures a plain torch will snuff out when it's thrown, so you need to add some boom powder to make it inextinguishable. It's time to set the rival tribe free. Inflict as little damage as possible. It clarifies that rigging the odds in your favor in preparation of the right. The megamuck in that cage looks like it could cause serious... Just get out of the Megamuck's way. The wire claw looks like it's strong enough to pull down a gate. Anybody home? The PICHU tribe supports natural evolution on the dogma that only the strong survive. They want to help evolution on its way by conquering the tribes, as they're all too weak in their convictions. He didn't expect it would go down this way. It'll be hard to talk your way out of a fight. He's not sure if you're likable enough to just give up the fort without a fight. He realizes a peaceful end would be best. He'll entrust the fort to you. The rival Sifu is defeated, and the destiny of their tribe is in your hands. You are free to choose their fate, but not free from the consequences of your choice. He'll leave it up to you to decide the fate of the rival Sifu, but suggests you be merciful. Do good, and good will follow you. Thinks it's a good gesture to offer support to others when you can see that they need it. And with that, you're spinning your own fate. Side by side they'll stand until order and stability is reinstituted. They've achieved a great thing for the tribe and the land by winning the war. The other tribes will see your side of things with time. You'll succeed quickest by helping others succeed. This is why uniting the tribes is so important. It's only together that you'll stand strong. When you first met, the world was divided and filled with fear. But you've come a long way on your path towards a world ruled by truth and justice. He says it'll take some time for the tribes to come together as one, even if the tribe war has ended. Saving the Tree of Life will be a task you have to tackle on your own. You know better than anyone that the fate of the world is still at stake. You need a world where everyone is guided only by their conscience. Our conscience is that little voice inside that lets you know right from wrong. Don't go against it if you want to enjoy life without fear of death. It's the PICHU Nanchuk. Says the Tree of Life is going. Their friend is trying to get the shell horn working. Could you maybe help them puzzle it out? Claims it makes noise when it's not broken. Maybe it calls something. Says it would be great if you could hear the shell horn, but it's not working. Which is the problem route? Find their friend for the... Otherwise the shell shall horn no more. Says their friend would be happy to play it for you. Got word you found the greatest glider of all, an arc, and it's all good to go. Can't imagine how that would feel, to zoom so fast. Funny that you found an arc when you don't need to go anywhere in it. The world's still going to be here. Proud of you for thinking about helping before escaping, either way. Wonders if there are any open seats left in that fancy arc glider of yours.
So, what we have here is an opportunity to help your next. There's a seat open on the arc should you want to offer it as a gesture of appreciation.
Why? You don't need anyone else but yourself and me, of course, but I'm a part of you, so that doesn't count.
If you want to go quickly, go alone. If you want to go further, go together. The only one we'd want to get away quickly from here is darkness.
But you know you can't go on without me. Even if I'm bad company, I complete you.
I think we can finally agree on something. It is better to be alone than in bad company. But best of all is being good company yourself.
Feels thrilled to snag a seat in your arc. Can't wait to glide through the skies. Goop knows he's repeating himself, but can't help talking to you. Hopes to see you again soon. Out of Date says the word about what you've done so far is spreading. The tribes haven't lost hope yet. He appreciates what you've done so far, but unfortunately he's had urgent news from his friend Wiz in the Northwest. He's unsure about your intentions, but hopes you'll support Wiz. He says he'll point you in the right direction, but finding Wiz and making sure he gets what he needs is up to you. That doesn't sound good. Out of Date's hunch is real. The Merc Puff is up next. Out of Date says that Wiz is worried now that the Northwest World Eater is stepping up its activity. He explains that Wiz is working on an undersurf vessel in order to get to the World Eater, but needs help to get it done. Out of Date suggests that you should head northwest as fast as possible and see what you can do to help. He's happy to help. Says talking to you... You found the MJUTMEADOW. Watch out for the MJUT.
Very?
Thinks it's weird you haven't met. Now that the Majut is back in the pen, it seems calm, but Noko is still concerned. She says the Majut is still anxious, but fortunately she knows just the thing it needs to calm down. The Majut once found and ate a bonbon gummy by mistake, and that the chewing really calmed it down. She says that you should find some bonbon gummies for the Majut by the crossway. At least, that's where she found some last time. She figures the choosies from the old world are made from gummy trees, but wouldn't be surprised if they were actually made from some chemical concoction, though. Cranks like these usually need to be wound to operate the dispenser. What you see is what you get, once it's out of the blind box, that is. With its attention diverted to the chewy bonbon gummy, the Majut calms down. But Noko is still concerned. She's relieved the Majut has calmed down, but you'll need a heavier sit-tight to ride it than the one she's got. The only sit-tight she can think of that would be heavy enough is one she's spotted mounted on an old-world mecha Majut. If she remembers correctly, she spotted it at the SMILO SHOPPERIA while scavenging for treats for the gnotes. That's not so far away. Seems to her they preferred the MJUTMEADOW over the living counterparts in the old world. Maybe the gnotes were near extinct? Noko is always willing to help. Understands you have things to do. That's DUPPIDUPP HOMEGROUND. They like a fight. Wonder what you might find. This one seems to be in good spirits. Has heard that you have a sense. Asks you to do the right. Is grateful you chose.
Where's that dark now?
What? Wait, no, I'm right here.
What's that? Did someone say something?
I am right here.
Hello? Is anyone there?
The SMILO SHOPPERIA. Guess shopping here put a smile on your face. The antenna needs to be pointed in the right direction. As the eye box broadcasts, it's hit or miss, but when it does hit, it's usually right in the fields. Oh, it's locked. You need to line up the switches so they match. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. Now hold on, sit tight. Isn't that the MJUTMEADOW over there? You need to loosen the bolts without rattling the MJUTMEADOW. That's it. The sit-tight is loose. Time to stop horsing around and get the sit-tight back to Noko. Now that the MJUT's got a mouthful of bonbon gummy and the brand new sit-tight is in place, the MJUT is ready to ride. Noko's been training another fantabulous little critter that'll hopefully become a distraction for the Hoof puff when you confront it. She's called them glittermoths, and the best way to find them is to go talk to MJUTMEADOW. She's asked him to keep them somewhere safe. You'll find MJUTMEADOW at BRIGHTLIGHT. He's a light-headed fellow, but hopefully he'll remember where he stored the moths. He's been able to literally shed some light in the darkness for her over the years, but also because of his cheerful manner. Noko is always willing to help. Wouldn't be surprised if you met again. Let's see. With the world getting darker by the day, there's not much time left to save it, and even though you've just met, he feels you're bound to play a huge part in that. Claims to be a simple lamp maker, bringing light into the world as best he can. You've found your way through the darkness. You shine like the sun in the sky, but will you use that power to warm the world or burn it? Hopes you see how much good you can do with power like that, and how easy it is to let it drive you mad. No matter where your path takes you, though, it's important to remember where you came from. The past brightlights the present. Wonders if you know how much of an effect you've had upon the world. Your presence changes things like light changes darkness. Did you realize that when choosing where to shine? Says he can see that in the way you brighten everything up. So happy you know you're helping brighten the world. There's plenty of it that's still worth saving. Whatever happens to the world, you shone as bright as you could. That matters more than you know. Says you did the right thing in taking up with the Myriad. They buy lots of his lamps. That's a tribe that believes in the bright things in the world. It's clear you do. Nothing shines as bright as being right. Says he can see by the twinkle in your eyes that you're not here to talk about your allies. He assumes you are here to be enlightened. He can't blame you, as everything just feels dark and hopeless these days. There's something about you, like you're knit together. Your fate's connected. What you've said, he feels too. So, why not call him Me Too? He senses you're like the dayfly, living every day like it's your last, afraid that when night comes, it might be proved right. Believes no one is entirely dark. Even the worst have a spark of good in them. Mito says he's not only into those who shine bright, he likes things that glitter too. He reckons you haven't seen a glittermoth, and says it's about time you did. Even though they're nesting near gone grass, they never run out of glow. Finding yourself a glittermoth would give you that glimmer of hope you need to continue all the way to the end. Glows with delight at your bright passion for the light. Glittermoth Cave is right here. That's enough glittermoths to make her plan work. She wants you to stop worrying about the paths you've ridden and focus on the inevitable road ahead, the one that leads to confrontation with the World Eater. The hoof puff is evidence of the duality of evolution, utterly beautiful and grotesque at the same time. She means that the hoof puff has had more time to eat at the root as it's been isolated in the Knoopstonies mountains. So, based on that alone, she reckons it has suffered as much damage as the northwest root that's hidden beneath the surf. It reminds her of the gnotes and, like them, it's hoofed. They're just a lot bigger. That straw barn should hold enough hay to find the pinpricker. This place is made for monsters. A motor juice station. Guess they filled up motors with go juice here. That sealed the fate of the third World Eater. Just one more to go. Out of Date asked to see you again to congratulate you and let you in on the final phases of his plan. This is your chance to get his priorities aligned with yours. Do right by your tribe and the world at large. Just head back to the Ark. He seemed eager to see you again. Out of Date says there'll be consequences of the war, but there are more pressing matters at hand. The last World Eater has been left undisturbed with the tree while you focused on the war. He thought someone with your light perspective and key would have had different priorities and faced the World Eaters before resolving the tribe war. Regardless, Out of Date is grateful the tribe war is over. Out of Date understands the road has been rough, but you already know what's left to end this journey, and it'll be tough. You're the only one that's strong enough to face the last World Eater. The future depends on someone with a light perspective to give the world a chance to survive. Only time will tell what the future holds, and if it will bring a lasting peace for those that make it to the end. He says you really need to go see Wiz as soon as possible. He's happy to help. Says you should take care